Wow. Okay, guys. You know what time it is. Let's say it from the breath. Let's breathe in. You know what time it is. You are alive. And you know what time. Let's say it. Excited. Let's get pumped up. You know what time it is. It's knockout time, baby. Come on. Let's get it. You know what time it is. Guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Come close. Come close. Get your knee in. I want to say this. I want to say this to all of you. And I know some of you are just joining me now. Some of you are just learning about me. I want to tell you that you are special. And most of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you that has been buying my new book. Like for all of you that have been getting my new book, Dreams. Um, I don't know what to say. Like I don't know. I'm just want to say thank you. Thank you first of all to God for letting me listen and to follow his instruction. Thank you to all of you that believed in me. I remember when I started out with a plug-in webcam into a desktop computer, and you can go back on YouTube where I am and you can find my videos where I uploaded. I actually started on Facebook first. But guys, I'm gonna tell you, like, you don't have to be great to get started, but you gotta get started to be great. I know you've heard that before. And I want to say this to you from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who know my story, for those of you who have been following me, it's not been an easy process from homeless, sleeping on a park bench to where I am today. Couldn't spell, read, or write at the age of 25, and now I'm a published author of 4 books. I want to say this 4 books, guys. Like, I know there's many motivational speakers out there, people that speak, but if I tell you that it was not easy, it was not easy to be able to hold this special book in my hand. And I tell you why this is special. Because every dream starts with a dream, and every dream is possible once you believe. And I remember when I said that one day I will stand on the same stage as Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher at the time. No accolade. All he did was make YouTube videos. He had a viral videos. For those of you who know, Secrets to Success. And this young lady introduced me to this young lady, man, and said, "Oh, I watch your videos for motivation in my whole life. And I check out this guy, but when I'm studying, I watch him." And he said, "One day, I see you guys are working together and standing on the same stage." And what happened was, I believed the dream. And now I'm telling you, on 2019, I stood on the same stage. The video is on my YouTube channel. It's on my Facebook page. I stood on the same stage as Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher. And I'm going to say this. That day that I did that and executed to the highest standard, it was not an easy process. And I'm talking about how much elements came against me to try and stop me from making it to my dream, where I actually had to sacrifice a lot, that I made my family homeless for that dream. And I'm saying this to you, right? Many of you have dreams, and many of you got goals. Many of you got aspirations, and the problem is that you are not willing to make any sacrifice to make your dreams become a reality. And I say all that to say thank you. Thank you for all of you, because when I started out this journey, it was like one person, one person, one person watching my videos, one person liking my comments, one person. And for 10 years, I kept going. I started in 2009, actually making up my mind I'm going to be a life strategist. I'm going to be somebody that motivates people and share my story with the world. I made a decision. And guys, I'm going to tell you this. There was a lot of transformation that I had to go through to get to the level of success I've got now. And I want to tell you, when I went back to college and then to university, diagnosed at the age of 31, right? They told me that you know something, Gershom. The psychologist said to me with tears in my eyes as he spoke, "Look, I know what the problem is. You got this thing called dyslexia. You got this thing called dyspraxia." And I wanted you to know this. I don't want to tell you that you're dunce. All these teachers that told you were dunce, your IQ is off the scale. And people like Richard Branson that I look up to and respect, these people, they have done great things in the world. I'm going to tell you that you can do great things too. I didn't know how I was going to do it. And many of you, you focus on the house. Many of you say, look, I want to figure out how I'm going to do it. Every single day I show up. I show up in faith. I show up that one day God will put me in the right opportunities and allow me to be able to bless people's lives with what I do. And I want to say this from the bottom of my heart as I get you pumped up. I'll give you this because I want you to know. Some of you are just joining me now. Some of you meet me on the journey, but I want to say this to you. This is a long time coming. I remember from a volcano in 1995 where I lost everything in 95 with my family. And, you know, my mom and dad had to bring us to England. And, you know, I didn't fit in, you know. It was really hard for me because some teachers, I remember rest in peace to this teacher, Cindy Simmons. She pulled me in the office and she said, son, I want to tell you something. You are special, but it seems as if this school, we haven't done anything for you when you're about to leave school. They told me I could only take 4 exams. And I want to tell you this, I got U. For those of you who don't know what U is, it was ungraded. And I'm not embarrassed about it, but I was embarrassed at the time. I was broken. I was depressed because, you know, the system failed me because, you know, I just went into the last year in England and back home I would have had 3 more years before I actually went to get my O-levels. But I'm just saying, I'm not making excuses. The journey has not been easy to live my dream. My journey has not been easy to be able to use that speaking. And that lady said, Gershom, you're special because you have this ability to speak and people listen to you. You have this ability, Cindy Simmons. She said, you know, when you speak, people actually listen. And I believe God's going to use you in some way. And I was only 15 going 16 at the time. And I remember, you know, in February that year, you know, she was very sick, but she never told anybody. And some years later, she died. I want to tell you this. There are a lot of you right now that got gifts. A lot of you got dreams. And I'm going to tell you it's possible. You have to start saying this to yourself over and over again that your dreams are possible. You got to really believe that your dreams are possible. And you have to understand, I believe good dreams, the best dreams come from the heart of God. And no matter what you're going through, you could be the lowest of low. I was born to a humble family, a big family of 8. And I'm the 5th in the family. I'm going to tell you this. Rest in peace to my sister. I dedicate this book in her honor because I did it in 2019. And then I stood on the same stage as Dr. Eric Thomas. And then in 2020, my sister, I was going to publish it on my birthday. And my sister died in April. And my birthday is in May. I'm about to be 40 in a couple of months. And I'm saying this to you guys, for those of you who are just joining me and just following me now. I want to tell you, you did not stumble upon me by accident. It's not by accident I'm here. And I'm about to give you the message. But a message, I had to put this in and just to say thank you. For all of you that have been watching me and supporting me on this journey. I'm no video editor. I'm no videographer. I'm no photographer. I'm no, you know, I'm just a dude that have the ability to speak life into your dreams. I'm just a guy that from a very young age, they call dunce, hard-headed and so by some teachers. I'm just this guy that made up his mind that whatever it take, I was going to live my dream. And I'm going to say this to you from the bottom of my heart. All of us are created equal. All of us got dreams, but some of us refuse to say it's possible. Some of us refuse to say it's possible. And today, I just want to put this in your spirit. And I want you to comment below this video, these words, it's possible. I know whatever you're going through is possible. And I unlocked this from a broken heart of 6 years giving my heart to one woman. And on my birthday, she told me she wanted to be as free as a bird. I was devastated. I went into depression, anxiety, fear. I was struggling with myself. I actually had suicidal thoughts. I wanted to exit this world. But I understood that somewhere in that pain, in that process, God was telling me to push. I heard the words, Gershom, push. I managed to roll out of bed and fell on the floor and I started doing some push-ups. And I wasn't able to say like Les Brown when I couldn't look up. I wasn't looking up at the time. I was looking down in my pillow crying. And I want you to get this. Guys, I want you to understand me as I speak to you. I knew in those words, push past your pain, Gershom. Look, pray until something happens, Gershom. You got to work through your process. That something amazing was going to happen for me because I knew that greatness was next. I knew that something was in it. And all I started was, it's possible. I became the dreamer. I understood that I had to go after my dream. And in this book I told you about, it's some secret codes that I stumble upon, and I study like Oprah Winfrey, T.D. Jakes, and all these other amazing speakers or people that are able to communicate very well. I studied them and I understood for me to be amazing, I had to say it's possible. And some of you, today I need you. You're not saying it's possible. I know, I don't care what your mom said about you. I don't care what your teacher said about you. I don't care what your boyfriend says about you. I don't care what your husband says about you. I need you to know, Knockout Time family, that it's possible. I needed to understand that when I said it's possible, sleeping on that park bench in North London some years ago, looking up at the starry sky, where was I going to be after my father put me out? I understood that I had to say it's possible. It's possible to make a comeback. And today I need you guys, like all of you that are just joining me now and following me, share my videos, come into my video. I want to say thank you because it's possible. That college dropout, that's me. Couldn't spell, read, or write at the age of 25. That's me. Being to learn in the Caribbean, called Dunce, Harder Than Slow. These are little things that happened to me on the journey. I could give you a lot more, but I made a decision and I said it's possible. Come on, guys. You got to make a decision and say it's possible. And when you make a decision, the secret is you start to believe. Like you just start to believe it. Like I want you to believe it the same way that you know you're going to get up tomorrow morning. Like somehow something in your head says, oh, I'm going to get up tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's not promised, but somehow you believe you're going to wake tomorrow. And the problem with you is you are not willing to do everything in your power today to make your dreams become a reality. You're saying tomorrow. So right now is everything. Like right now in this moment, Knockout Time family, as we are entering into, February, we're in the first quarter of the month. I want you to get this, guys. I understand there are many motivational speakers. There are many inspirational teachers. There are people out there telling you what steps to take. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a testimony. I am telling you this, that everything I've done it by each step. And I have never cheated the process. I've never had a viral video. I've never had some big platform like some radio station, or I'm no football player or ex-football player. I'm nobody that had this massive platform and made a comeback. I'm just a humble dude that God gave the gift some years ago in the small island of Montserrat in the West Indies. And right there, when I spoke to that teacher as he was about to beat me and asked me to spell a word, I started to speak. And when I spoke to this teacher, all I could heard was a pin drop. Everybody looking at me like, how did this young man speak to this teacher and had her enough to make him don't want to be him no more because he can't spell a word? I want you to get this. I understood that God gave me the gift. And I want to say this to you. All of you got gifts. You are talented. Like you have something that you find naturally, and that's what you are born to do, created to do. And all you got to do is show up every single day and say, I'm going to do it. Like every single day, I'm going to do it. I said, look, there was not going to be a day that I don't speak into somebody's life. It's not going to be a day that I show somebody the power to win it in their life. All I did was I did it for free. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't getting paid for this. I did it on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. No matter where I go, look, in the church, on the bus stop, no matter where I go, I was going to speak. And I demanded that God would see me speak, and like God see me speak, and now I'm speaking to the world, and I've got thousands of followers following me, and it's not because of because of anything I've done, but because of God's grace and mercy that I was able to execute, and now I'm a published author of 4 books. I got a 5th one that's unpublished, and I'm just waiting for God to tell me when. And I want to tell you this, guys. All of you can create great things and do great things and make your mark in this world. The question is what you're going to do. Like, our time is limited. Your time is limited. And you've got to see some urgency. Like, look, my sister did not ask to die. Like, I understand that there's a lot of people going through this pandemic, and there's a lot of people's lives that has been interrupted because their life was good. And somehow the pandemic came and this coronavirus came and took them out. And I'm saying to you that that interruption, which God told me, he started to interrupt because he wanted to tell you something that's your life is important, like you are valued. If you've made it through, come on, if you've made it through to 2022 and you are still here, the fact that you are still here, you have something you need to do. Like you got something that you've got to execute, and you've got to believe that it's possible. I need to get this in your mindset, people. I need you to understand that the moment that you understand that it's possible to have your dream. It's possible to be that CEO and founder of your own company. It's possible to live your dream. You must believe it and act in it every single day. And even though they don't clap you on or cheer you on, even though your family don't support you, even though people may call your names like they did me. I was cyberbullied for 3.5 years, 4 years, steadily showing up on social media because I was making grammatical errors and spelling errors, and I probably still do it today. I've learned to fail forward because I understand that it's the process. And some of you don't want to go through the process, and I want to tell you this. It's not where you are now, it's where you're going to be. And the question is what you're going to do with your time. What are you going to do? And I just need you to say these words. It's possible to live my dreams. It's possible to have the life that you dream of. It's possible to be that billionaire. It's possible. Come on, guys. It's possible. And I'm saying this to you from the bottom of my heart, that all of you listening to my voice today, that some of you just need to believe, come on, that it's possible and do everything in your power. Come on. All of us got 24 hours. If you are here, all you got is 24 hours. All you got is right now. And the question is what you're going to do. Like, this is my last thing, and I want to tell you this. If you don't build your dreams, somebody is going to use you to build theirs. Come on. Like, think about it. If you don't build somebody else's dream, going to the job, somebody had an idea to create that job that you got today. It was just a dream, and they put you a part of their industry, and now you are building their dream, making their money, and somehow you don't know that you've got this thing burning inside of you to be this next chef, to be this next architect, to be this next accountant, whatever it is that you desire to be. That dream is possible. And I want to challenge you now as we are in the first quarter of the year. It's now February. I need you. I need all of you. All of you that have been lied to, been cheated on. And they call this the Lovers Month, to promise me this one thing, that you're going to do everything in your power to love yourself. You're going to do everything in your power to make a decision to win in your life. And I know, seriously, it's not all of you going to write books, but there are some of you that are going to write books. Some of you got books inside of you. You got like 10 books inside of you. You got like 15 books inside of you. You got 20 books inside of you. I don't know how much books. All I started out was with one book saying I wanted to share my story. I wanted to help people with relationships. And now I'm on 4 books. I'm saying this, guys. You have what it takes to live your dreams. You have what it takes to win. And all I want you to say is like, it's possible. That's right, it's possible, and you're going to do everything in your power. I ain't no designer. I design my own shirts, my own hats. I ain't no designer, but it's possible. And the moment that you start stepping up to the plate, you start making a decision. That's right, come on. I'm going to do everything in my power to become the dreamer and live my dreams. Come on. You know what time it is, people. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I want to challenge you. I want to dare you. I want to push you to greatness. I want you to win. I want you to be the champion. You can win. You can have your dreams, because believe me, your dreams chose you. They were tailor-made, fashioned, and molded, and handed to you, and entrusted you. And God is asking you to say this. Don't take it to the grave with you, but most of all, do it to the highest level and execute. And some of you just need a mentor. Some of you just need a coach, and you don't want to spend the money. But I need you to understand, the moment that you invest in yourself, the best investment you'll ever make is investing in yourself. And if you could just invest in yourself, come on, people. If you could just invest in yourself, I need you to understand this. No matter what obstacle, no matter what trials, No matter what they say about you, I know that God created you for greatness. God created you for greatness because you are a masterpiece, because of a piece of Him. And the master designer designed you intelligently, entrusted you with a gift, and all He wants you to do is to execute. And I need you today, as we're in the first quarter of the year, we're in February. I need you. Come on. You're going to do everything in your power to execute. You know what time it is. I'm about to wrap this up. It's a bit of a long one for you, but I want to bless you. I know you're blessed and highly favored. And if you just make a promise to me that today, all I'm going to say to myself is possible. All I'm going to do every single day is possible to have my dream. It's possible to have my dream. And I'm going to believe it. Because repetition deepens the impression. And I notice when you repeat it over and over, you are changing. You're changing your trajectory. You're refocusing your mindset. And you're allowing yourself to believe it. And if you can only believe it, imagine you can have your own book. It's your boy, Dr. G. Let's say it from the belly. You know what time it is. It's knockout time, baby. Come on, let's get it.